I'm in Newport Beach today. I have no plan, I have no money, but I do got a lot of extra free time. And I mean, the beach is free, so like that's a great start. Pulled up my list as always. I do actually have something from the area. It's a 5-mile hike. It's currently 90 degrees noon. I'm in black pants. That's not gonna happen right now, but that could happen tomorrow morning, which means the beginnings of a plan are forming. So we're gonna need to want to like stay in this area tonight. I can car camp. You guys know the drill. Where do we go? Some tide pools, perhaps? Low tide's not till like 4 o'clock though. So I'm thinking tide pools / sunset at the beach. In the meantime, Google says there's a bunch of weird statues at a park nearby. So let's go look at those. I parked at the city hall, and then there's this little trails that go all along through here. There's pretty flowers and cactuses and all these cool little sculptures around. There's one in particular that I do want to find though, called Bunnyhenge. It's like Stonehenge, but like with bunnies. I want to see that. Oh, I found it. I like that they have these little descriptions and it tells you what it is, but also like what materials it's made out of. I want to go up there. Looks like off this way there's more. Let's keep walking. I'm gonna go ahead and turn back at the turtle though. It looks like it kind of just turns into a normal walking trail back into the sidewalk kind of thing up there, so I'm gonna go back this way. I'm at the Sherman Library and Gardens. They gave me this little bingo thing to see if I could find them while I walk around. When I was checking in the little $5 ticket thing, she said that they were closed for construction on part of it, and I heard her. I said, cool, that's fine. Didn't quite grasp what that meant. It's not the most peaceful of walks, but it's beautiful. A couple weeks ago we got a ton of rain, and then this week it's shot up to the 90s, so all the flowers are blooming and it's so nice. This map made it seem a lot bigger. Like, that's the fern garden, this is the main garden, and that's all you get. That part is like huge, the part that's closed though. Apparently the gardens, and especially the restaurant that's in there, gets super filled up on the weekends and whatnot, but on a random Tuesday when half of it's closed down for construction, pretty quiet. And then there's all this parking lot right here which apparently fills up, and then it's difficult to find parking when it gets busy, but I didn't have trouble. But I also didn't get to see 3/4 of the garden, so I don't know if I per se got my money's worth, but it seems like it would be really cool. We're losing daylight. Let me start thinking about dinner and where I'm gonna sleep. I ran into the Sprouts that I saw across the street. I was looking for a protein shake, but I couldn't find one, so I got a Poppy and some pasta instead. I am so tired. That bed is calling my name. As I said, accommodations for the evening are my vehicle. So I pulled over on this random side of the road. I picked kind of an inconspicuous spot where there's gonna be vehicles, a bunch of vehicles parked overnight. There's probably someone sleeping in that van right there. As you can see, I'm parked next to this brick wall, so there's some houses right here, but we're like, there's some separation from them. I remember way back when, years ago, when me and my dude and our dogs lived in our Toyota Sienna for a couple of years. We would park here a lot because there was no street sweeping, so we didn't have to worry about being woken up or whatever. And also, it just like was quiet, like nothing. It just was dark and quiet. Nothing ever bothered us here. It was like a really good, consistent parking spot. So, and it's kind of hard to find decent places to park, like in Newport proper. Not only is it just illegal, but like the people, I feel like, watch for it. It's just the type of people around that neighborhood that like will call and complain about things like that, or it's just like so much more compact and people are up a lot earlier that like I don't like to feel caught off guard in the morning by, you know, just too many people up before I can get ready, whatever, you know what I mean? So I just thought I'd come like a little bit out up towards Huntington and stay here, and then I'm still really close to the trail that I want to hike in the morning. So I want to sit and edit. I have a lot of editing to do. I didn't edit any of the clips from the last trip I've been on, and now I have all these building up to. My brain's gonna get too confused if I got too much, just trips and trips and trips. No, I like to try to stay on top of it so it just doesn't get like overwhelming. And then I would love to get to some crocheting, but we'll see because my eyes are already pretty tired, and now I'm gonna sit and stare at a phone for a while. So we'll see if we get to that, but it's just chilling for the evening. Good morning. I've been on my phone for hours and hours, but everything is edited. It's like 10 in the morning. I meant to start this hike way earlier, but it's overcast on a random Wednesday, so I don't think it's going to be that crowded or hot. It should be fine. There are a ton of cars at this trailhead. Should be fine though. It's a lot of space. 5 miles, I think it was.